Good morning, everybody. Lisa Mesri here with Remax Top Producers, and welcome to Facebook Fridays. And we're talking real estate today. Today's topic is going to be the home buying process, and I am actually here at the beautiful Renaissance Hotel here in Palm Springs. I am here for the California Association of Realtors meetings for the directors, and so I love being able to come here and learn so much information and take it back to you, my consumers and my clients. So the buying process today, let's talk about that. Once you get pre-approved, and remember the steps to get pre-approved, we've gone through in the other videos before. So make sure that you're able to get your pre-approval, and once you have your pre-approval, then you're gonna have a sit down with me. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna discuss all of your wants and needs in a home. Now, we're gonna try and get as many of your wants and as many of your needs done and accomplished on that. But remember, there is no perfect home, and there is no house that's gonna have everything on your wants and needs list, but we'll mark them as number one, number two, and that way we can get as many of them as you can when we look at your home. The thing to remember about buying a home, it is a process of elimination. So you'll decide, okay, I want to buy in this area or this city and this community, and then you're going to narrow it down. Okay, no, maybe I don't like that side of the city, or I don't like this portion, or that one is this, and I'm this, and then you're going to narrow it down to where you have a really narrow area of where you want to purchase. Because it might be a school districts, it might be this, or it might be that, different areas. Too away from the freeway, too close to the freeway, lots of different reasons. And so once we have narrowed it down, and you will know, sometimes it's the first house, sometimes it's the 20th house, but you will know as a buyer, when you walk into that home, you'll be like, this is it, this is my home. I have seen it time and time again with my experience with the different buyers that are out there, because they walk into the home and they feel at home. So that's how you'll know that this is your home. And I strongly, strongly encourage you guys, once you find that home and you have that feeling, what's here today could be gone tomorrow. So yes, you want to think about it. Yes, you want to go overnight and rest on it, do whatever you need to do. But the sooner you can write that offer, the better, because it's not always guaranteed that it's going to be there tomorrow. And it gives a chance for someone else to come and snap up that property as well. Not every market will have that, but most of the time I recommend that you always make that offer as soon as you can when you have that feeling. Let me think. Okay. So once you write that offer, there's a few things that you'll discuss with me. We'll go over the terms, how long escrow is going to take, how much down payment you want to put down, and all of that kind of information, and we'll go over all of that. So once you have the offer written, now you're going to have a chance to have the sellers look at that offer. Sometimes some sellers come back really quick, sometimes they take a couple of days. But there's three options that the sellers will have. They'll either A, accept your offer, which yay, that's what we want, or two, they'll counter us, and maybe there's some terms that they wanted to counter. It's not always the price. It might be that the close of escrow is going to be longer or shorter, or they want to move the possession to be later or sooner than what we have put in our offer. So there's always different ways to be able to have counterback. It's not always the price. And then there's a third way, which we hope they don't do, but they can also come back and reject the offer just straight out without a counter, which means if you wanted the home still, we would need to write up a new offer with different terms and try and get them to have a counter or acceptance at that point. So let's say they accepted your offer. Yay, we're going to be opening up escrow. We've come to all agreements on the terms. So now you're going to have 3 days to bring in your earnest money deposit into escrow. What the earnest money deposit is, it's not your down payment for the loan, so it's not everything. We'll discuss that during the offer, because it's going to be written in the offer how much the earnest money deposit is. And this needs to be sent to escrow within 3 days of opening escrow. The reason why it's a good faith, so to show that the sellers that yes, I'm serious, I want to move forward with this, and then escrow can then draw up their escrow instructions. Remember, escrow is a third party person, so they do not communicate with regards to the negotiations aspect. You're going to do negotiations through each of your agents, and then the information is gone then back to the escrow company, and they handle all of the money aspect. When you're doing your wire transfers, the big warning, we've done a wire fraud video, so go ahead and check that out as well, as tips on how to protect yourself. Remember, I never send any wire instructions via email, so I will either personally deliver them or text them to you, so that way we make sure that those are the proper wire instructions to help protect your money. Once at that point, there you have 4 different contingencies during the buying process to help you be able to move forward and purchase this home. Because the ultimate goal with the sellers and with the buyers and both agents and escrow is to get this home sold and to be able to help you be a homeowner. So those 4 contingencies are, the first one is a disclosures contingency. So the sellers will fill out a group of paperwork that asks about anything that they've done to the home, anything that they're aware of the home, any repairs that they've done to the home, and we'll sit down and we'll go through all of that and see if there's any signs of distress or things that we were looking for, and we'll look those over. So that's contingency number 1. Contingency number 2 is your investigation contingencies. This is when you're going to bring the termite company out, or you're going to bring the home inspector out to come and look at the home. We strongly recommend that you have a home inspection done on the home, and I have done a video about why you want to have a home inspection done on the home, so make sure that you check out that video as well. The home inspection is an additional cost on top of your down payment, so whether you're putting 5% down, 10% down, it's always an additional outside of escrow cost, so keep that in mind. And they run anywhere between $350 to $600 depending on the size of the home and the square footage and lots of different scenarios. Sometimes they could be upward of more than $600. Then when you have that and all is satisfied and the home inspection is done, that contingency can be removed, and you have 17 days to remove that contingency. The other contingency that you have is an appraisal contingency. The appraisal contingency is there to protect you, the buyer, as well as protect the lender that's going to be lending on the home, to make sure that they're giving a value for the home that is a market value. Now, if the appraisal comes back low, that opens it up for negotiations. You can go back to the sellers, see if they'll reduce the price, or if you, the buyer, have more money to bring in, we can still close the deal, or meet in the middle, or you can choose to cancel at that point, depending on how much the difference is. So that's another way of negotiation, and the appraisal is an outside cost as well. So that's another cost that you need to make sure that you have along the side on top of your down payment. And then you have 21 days to remove the appraisal contingencies as well. And you have the loan contingency is your final contingency. I'm sorry, the appraisal is 17 days, not 21. The loan contingency is 21 days. With the loan contingency, it means that your loan has been pre-approved. So to get to this step, it takes 17, 20 days of a 30-day escrow process. So we're nearing the end of the process now. So once you've got all the investigations done the appraisals come in, the home inspections come in, everything looks good, and we're ready to move forward and go to closing, that's when they remove the loan contingency, because at that point then, now we're ready to move forward to loan docs. So to get to the loan doc step, it's a quite lengthy process, but once you get to that top of the mountain is basically when you get to the loan docs process. When you get to the loan docs, you sign the loan docs. Usually takes anywhere from 24 to 48, maybe sometimes 72 hours to fund it. Funding means that the lender that you're working with has now put their money into escrow for you to be able to record the property and close. Once escrow has all of the money, they will work with title to do what's called a confirmation of recording. Once you have confirmation of recording, now congratulations, you are now a homeowner and you own that home, and it's yours to be able to do with what you'd like to do. So that is pretty much the process to buying a home. If you have any further questions, or you would like to have a sit down with me and to discuss further, or if you're thinking about selling your home, my name is Lisa Mesri with RE/MAX Top Producers, and my direct phone number is 909-583-7844. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next Friday at 9 a.m. Talk to you soon. Bye.